because nobody else is going to force you to do your work. And I used to be always so stressed all the time.
So it's no secret that the app TikTok has taken over our world. And due to the short and sweet format of most TikToks, our attention span has taken a hit. So how do we fix our focus? Continue watching this video for tips and tricks.
Let's get into it. So step number 1 is to set up your workspace. Figure out what environment you work best in and set it up. Get all the stuff that you need ready. Get your water, get your computer, get your notebook, get your pencils, your rulers, anything that you need to complete the task at hand. Get it and set it up. Now, in terms of figuring out what environment you work best in, you might already know this from personal experience. Like, for instance, I already know that I do my best work and I'm most productive when I'm sitting at my desk. So you can figure out which environment you work best in by just really changing up your scenery and comparing and contrasting the products of working in that scenery. So for instance, you can work in the living room one time, you can work in the dining room one time, the basement, on the floor, on your bed, and really just figuring out, okay, which environment did I do my best work in? Which environment was I able to get the work done the fastest? Was I the most focused? And this will help you in staying focused, because if you find the environment that you really thrive in, then you won't have as much trouble focusing on the task at hand. And it's also important to consider when you're looking at a environment to work in, how many distractions will be around you, because especially if you have a big family or a loud family, working in the living room or the dining room might not be your best bet, because your family will be loud, they'll be cooking, they'll be talking, and that might distract you and take away your focus from the work at hand. The next step is to just start working. I know you're probably like, really? Yeah. The only way to get yourself in like that zone is to force yourself to pick up whatever you need to do. It's way easier said than done, and I struggle with like getting myself to do it as well. But once you really just start doing it and get in the zone, like you're actually like working and you're doing it, and it's actually easier than you thought, and then you finish it, and then you're just like, you can take a breath of relief, you know what I'm saying? So just get up and start working. Do the task, do the assignment, and try to get as much of it done in one sitting as possible. I am the type of person who, if I leave something alone and I like don't come back to it, I will never come back to it. If I start working on an assignment and then I move to another assignment, I will never go back to the first assignment. It's just the way my brain is like wired or something, but I will either forget I didn't finish it, think I turned it in, or I just like won't come back to it. Like it might not be like a task that's graded. It might just be something that like someone asked me or told me to do, and I forgot about it. You know, it's just, it passes my brain. So now I'm gonna go into some general tips for staying focused and some things that have helped me. So I know a lot of people encourage you to like listen to music or listen to something mindless. Personally, for me, I cannot listen to like my regular music playlists when I'm studying, just because if my regular music playlist is playing, I am focusing on the music instead of focusing on doing my work. So when I'm working and I'm like really trying to get in the zone, I will listen to sounds. So there's 2 sound like things that I kind of listen to. So the first one is Rainy Mood. So this is a website, and it's actually an app that you can get on your iPhone or your iPad. This Rainy Mood allows you to like listen to rain sounds, and if you have the app on your phone or your iPad, then you are able to like change which sound you listen to. Like you can listen to like beach rain or rain with lightning or rain on sand. It's so specific and it's really cool. I like listening to rain. Rain really calms me down, and it's just very calming and relaxing and really helpful for getting into like the mood of studying, if that makes sense. And the next website, or this is an app on MacBook, I actually showed and talked about this app, which was Wednesday's video. So if you're interested in learning more about the app, you can go watch that video. But this is more just like general sounds. It's like nice sounds, but I wouldn't say it's rain. So it's different than Rainy Mood, but it still has really nice sounds, and they have the sounds divided up by mood. So like if you want like a high energy mood, chores mood, homework mood, they even have like a sleep mood, and you can like click on whichever one you want and change that basically. So the next general tip that I have is to get off of your phone immediately, okay? It's very easier said than done, but there's so many things that you can do to help you get your phone and so you can stay focused more. So the first thing is you can just shut off your phone completely, because I know when I shut my phone off completely, it takes like 3 minutes to reboot back up, and then I get impatient and then I just go back to working. So shut it off completely, and the next thing you can do is put it in another room. So I'll take my phone to the kitchen, I'll take my phone to the living room, I'll lose my phone Like if I just forget about my phone and forget it exists and throw it somewhere, then I'm not distracted. I'm not tempted to be distracted by my phone. And the next thing that you can do is you can do time lapses. Now, you don't have to be necessarily a YouTuber to do this, but time lapses are super interesting and they're super fun to do. It's pretty cool seeing yourself like after sitting down for a really long time. I think it's cool, at least. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And you can like post them. You can post them on TikTok. You can post them on your Instagram story. I know a lot of people like seeing time lapses just because they're interesting, okay? The next tip that I have is to utilize the Pomodoro study technique or method. So this method is basically like you work for a period of time and then you take a break and then you work for a period of time. Why this technique is really good for helping you stay focused is because you know that there's a break, so you can anticipate it and then get as much work done in your time frame as possible. So some people work in like 10-minute bursts, others 15 minutes. I think the sweet spot is like 25 to 30 minutes of work and then a 5-minute break, and then 25 to 30 minutes of work and then a 5-minute break. Sometimes if I have a lot more work to do, I will do it in hour bursts. So I'll work for an hour and then I will pause for 10 minutes. Then I'll work for another hour, then I'll pause for 10 minutes. Work for another hour, pause for 10 minutes. You guys see how it's going? You see how it's going. It just helps keep you focused because you know, okay, I'm gonna get this work done in an hour, then I have a break. I can go on TikTok, I can go on Instagram, I have a set time limit, then I come back, I do my work again, then I have another break, do my work again, have another break, and then your work is done, and then you can go and take as much time for a break as you want. And the next tip is to act on things as they come. If you act on assignments, if you act on schoolwork, if you act on the things that you need to do as soon as you know about them and you know that they have a deadline, you will not have trouble staying focused because you will just be forcing yourself to do it. Now, I don't mean this in like a negative way, like, oh, you have to force yourself to do everything, whatever, but it's true. You do kind of really have to force yourself to do everything, especially when you don't feel like doing stuff. You have to be the logical person in your brain and be like, okay, we're gonna get up and do this, even though we don't feel like it, even though we'd rather spend time on TikTok or on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever. We're gonna get up and we're gonna do this math homework. We're gonna get up and we're gonna do it because nobody else is gonna force you to do your work. I mean, maybe your parents might, but nobody else is going to force you to do your work if you have like a job. Nobody is going to force you, like nobody forces me to edit a video. Like if I miss a video, it's on me. Or maybe there was a circumstance I can't control, but if I miss a video because I couldn't get myself up to edit, that's on me. And the last and final tip that I have is to do things regardless of whether you want to do them. So that kind of goes into what I was talking about just a couple seconds ago, is that even if you don't feel like doing something, do it. Get up and do it and get it done and get it out of the way and stop worrying about it and stop stressing about it, because you honestly enjoy your relaxed time so much better when you know that you are completely 100% relaxed, okay? I do not enjoy my time when I'm not completely 100% relaxed. Like I don't enjoy my relaxation if I know that there's something that I'm supposed to be doing right now, because then it comes up in the back of my head, then it gives me anxiety, then I start stressing about it, you know? And I used to be always so stressed all the time because I was procrastinating on things and putting things off until the last minute. Oh, it's not due for another week. Oh, it's not due for this. Oh, it's not due for this. No. The minute I know of an assignment, a deadline, anything, I am continually working on that. And I've been trying to implement that kind of philosophy into my channel, but it's a little bit harder when it comes to my channel, just because with my channel, I'm struggling with finding like creative inspiration. Rather with like math homework, I can just, follow a formula. But when it comes to YouTube, I have to think of video ideas, I have to plan them, then execute them, and then maybe I don't like the footage. Oh my gosh, this hair is sticking up. Oh my goodness, I need to refilm, stuff like that. So it is a little bit hard, but just doing things regardless of whether you want to do them or not is really helpful and can help you get things done. And that's what we want when we're staying focused. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like and comment down below. We're on our road to 500 subscribers. That is insane, but we're on a road to 500 subscribers, and I am so thankful. Thank you guys so much for 420 subscribers. I love each and every single one of you, and thank you for joining my little group, my little clique, my little fam, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!